Liverpool failed in the Marc Guehi deal when the English defender stayed at Crystal Palace, despite the Merseyside club having reached a £35 million agreement, while at the same time Bayern Munich and Chelsea completed an agreement to loan striker Nicolas Jackson with a buy option and a possible mandatory purchase with a loan fee of €15 million. Bayer Leverkusen shocked by sacking coach Erik Ten Hag after only 2 games, paving the way for coach Edin Terzic. And this is the football news in the morning of September 2nd. Yoane Wissa joined Newcastle. Tottenham successfully signed Muani. Harvey Elliott officially joined Aston Villa. Bayern Munich and Chelsea reached a new agreement regarding striker Nicolas Jackson. Accordingly, the Senegalese player will join Bayern on loan. This includes an element that could be a mandatory purchase as Chelsea wanted. Bayern will have to pay a loan fee of €15 million. The number has been confirmed by the club. Notably, Jackson has also agreed to sign a 5-year contract with Bayern starting from the summer of 2026. This is an important deal for both teams as Bayern seek more attacking options while Chelsea reduce wage bill and balance the squad. Defender Marc Guehi is confirmed to stay at Crystal Palace, although Liverpool had reached a £35 million agreement with the club. Liverpool had completed part of the medical procedure and personal terms with Guehi, but the deal collapsed at the last minute. The reason came from coach Oliver Glasner of Palace. He insisted on keeping his captain and only agreed to sell if a suitable replacement was found. Although they signed defender JD Canvit, Palace could not buy Igor Julio on the final day. Newcastle successfully signed striker Yoane Wissa for a fee of £55 million, ending a summer-long negotiation. The deal was approved just 1 day after Wissa publicly criticized Brentford for blocking his move to St James Park. The Congo striker had entered the final year of his contract, forcing Brentford to accept a lower figure than the initial demand. Wissa scored 49 goals in 149 appearances for Brentford, including 19 goals in the Premier League last season. He is the second striker Newcastle have brought in this transfer window, along with Nick Woltemade from Stuttgart. After only 3 official matches, Bayer Leverkusen sacked Erik Ten Hag, creating a sad record in the Bundesliga when a coach was dismissed after just 2 losses and 1 draw. Sporting director Simon Rolf said this was a painful but necessary decision as the team had a poor start and the plan to build a new squad with Ten Hag did not work. Immediately, the Leverkusen board contacted Edin Terzic, former Dortmund coach, as the #1 candidate. Terzic once won the German Cup 2021 and a Champions League final, noted for his ability to develop young players. Fabrizio Romano confirmed. Tottenham successfully loaned Randall Muani from Paris Saint-Germain until June 2026. Tottenham paid €5 million loan fee without buy option. This was a surprising deal on the final transfer day, as the French striker actively sought a new destination due to not being in Paris Saint-Germain plans. Just a few days earlier, the Spurs coach stated no need for another striker, but the arrival of Muani brings more quality options for the attack in Premier League and European competitions. Alongside the interest in Terzic, sporting director Simon Rolfs also contacted Xavi Hernandez to invite the former Barca coach to lead Leverkusen. However, Xavi rejected the offer. Marco Cow sources said he has no intention of returning to coaching soon. Instead, he wants to take a break and prepare carefully for the next project. Since leaving Barca last year, Xavi had been invited to coach clubs such as Al Ahly or even the Indian national team, but no agreement was confirmed. On the final transfer day, Aston Villa signed Elliott from Liverpool on a loan deal with a mandatory buy option in summer 2026. The agreement is worth between £30 and £35 million, helping Villa immediately add a creative midfielder. They still have not scored in the Premier League this season. Elliott was recently voted the best U21 player in Europe and played 147 matches for Liverpool, winning 6 major titles. Leaving Anfield also helps balance finances after the blockbuster Alexander Isak deal worth £125 million. FIFA is under heavy pressure from top fan associations demanding they block European League matches from being held abroad. These groups, including the European Fan Association, sent letters to FIFA expressing concerns that this would create a dangerous precedent, undermining domestic competition's integrity. The association argued that moving matches would affect the identity of clubs, turning them into entertainment products separated from local communities. AC Milan successfully signed midfielder Adrien Rabiot from Olympique de Marseille for a fee of €10 million. The French player signed a 3-year contract with the Serie A club. This deal happened only 2 weeks after Rabiot was listed for transfer due to locker room conflicts with teammates. At Milan, Rabiot reunites with former coach Massimiliano Allegri, who led him at Juventus for 3 seasons. This is a quality addition to Rossoneri midfield while opening a new start for Rabiot in Italy. Aston Villa and Manchester United reached an agreement for Jadon Sancho to join Villa on loan. Part of Sancho's salary will be paid. At the same time, Man United will activate the contract extension clause with the player till 2027. Jadon Sancho will undergo medicals in the next few hours before officially joining the new club. This is a strategic move for Aston Villa to strengthen attack while helping Man United manage wages and balance squad. Manchester City just suffered a big blow as new signing Ryan Cherki suffered a thigh injury and will be out about 2 months. Coach Pep Guardiola confirmed this after the 1-2 loss to Brighton. The French player injury came at a sensitive time as star Phil Foden is also recovering. The absence of two key attacking midfielders puts Man City at risk of a crisis. However, the board decided not to sign any new player before the transfer window closed. Manuel Akanji officially left Manchester City to join Inter Milan. The deal was confirmed by Fabrizio Romano with the familiar phrase "here we go." Inter paid €2 million loan fee with a buy option worth €15 million. The clause is only mandatory under rare conditions. The Swiss defender agreed to medicals and is ready to debut in Serie A. Inter called Akanji a replacement for Benjamin Pavard. While at Etihad, he was no longer trusted by Pep. Oleksandr Zinchenko officially joined Nottingham Forest on loan from Arsenal on the final day of the Premier League transfer window. The Ukrainian player struggled to keep his position at Emirates after Julian Timber and Miles Lewis-Skelly emerged along with the arrival of Piero Hincapié last season. Zinchenko only played 15 Premier League matches, 5 of them, the starter making him feel rejected. Moving to Forest opens the chance for regular playing time and stability with family. So we have gone through the hottest information in the last 24 hours. All the most exciting updates about football will be continuously updated on the channel. Please stay tuned. Goodbye and see you in the next clips.